Welcome to a 3v3 between Brazil and Aftermath. Just to make it clear, these Brazilians are actually on, I don't know, they're not exactly on a clan together per se, but they play together pretty frequently, both in Brazil A and Brazil B, and then LOS, etc. These are just rated games. These are not games that are in a tournament right now, but more and more players are active nowadays, which is always good for me, because then I can cast. Let me just adjust to the overlay and introduce the teams. So, starting off for the Brazilians, we have Riet on the right-hand side. Played extremely well last time. He's playing as the Byzantines. His pocket is Miguel, who played even better last time in their victory. And he's playing as the Japanese. The flank then is Fire, and Fire is playing as the Persians in the yellow. Then we have Nikov up against Fire. He's playing as the Teutons. The pocket then is Heart. Heart is playing as the Chinese. And then the last player is Leary, and Leary's playing as the Berbers. So 3v3s are, in my opinion, the most complete team game setup. The reason being is it puts more pressure on every player. There's always potential for the pocket and the flank. Let's say, for example, Miguel and for Riet to 2v1 Leary, or to 2v1 Heart. There's lots of 2v1 potentials. And also, it puts pressure on the pocket player, because they will then have to help out both sides. So they need to know where to be, how much they need there, because if you have too much on one side and not enough to assist on the other, your ally dies. It's complicated, man. It's wild. And I love it. Uno Smoke says, T90 Fish have been watching on YouTube for a while. I'm Dutch, so the stream times are tough to catch. First time here, and I love it. Good to hear, man. We actually have a huge Dutch audience. Is there anyone else who's Dutch watching the stream? Pretty sure there's a few of you. And also, for what it's worth, for those that might be new to the whole stream thing, or for those that might be listening on YouTube, I tend to stream for good European times. I know I'm an American, but I tend to stream. I start off my streams at times that'd be good for those in Europe, and I end my streams for times that'd be good for those in the EST or PST time zone. I do my best. Yeah, there's 40 Dutch people. Alright, so normally archers would, or flanks would go archers, and then pockets would go with something like scouts into knights. However, here it could be complicated, because there are a few civilizations you don't ideally want to go archers with. Fire, for example, he's Persians, so he would prefer to be pocket and going knights. But he's not pocket, so will he go archers or scouts? We will see.
I declare
Whoa!
bankruptcy!
I did it like this time, instead of 3 times.
Mornis! Dude! Yeah, last time you donated $30 3 times. Thank you, man. Thank you. Chat, can we blow up with some woos? Or whatever your choice of emote is. Thank you, man. Shoot, what was I saying? Yeah. So, you know, he won't want to go archers, Fire. And the same thing could come into play with Nikov. Ideally, he wouldn't want to go archers because he doesn't get Arbalest later on. So, Riet, he's probably fine with going archers on the right-hand side. Same thing then with Leary. Look how close Riet and Leary are. That's insane. I didn't realize that till now, and there's a bunch of gold and stone in between them. That'll be fun to watch. But yeah, I think the pockets then, like Japanese, that's fine for going scouts into knights. And then Chinese, it's fine for going scouts to knights. And if you're thinking T90, why must they go scouts if they're pockets? Well, it's just because it's faster, and you need to support multiple sides. Oh boy! This is exactly what I need in my life. Some tower rushing. Woohoo! Towers! They are fun. They're enjoyable. I love it. I love it. Yeah, I mean, this is one way to switch it up. I don't love tower rushing. I'm just kidding. I despise it. But this is especially good with Teutons. So Fire may be expecting that. He's going man-at-arms. And Miguel signals and says, hey, there's a villager forward. He must be tower rushing you. This is very good communication from Brazil. The best way to stop a tower rush is just to scout it. Now, there's so much to freaking say here. This is played on ECL Arabia. So this is the Arabia that's used in the Escape tournament, which I'll be casting this weekend. And in that balance, Koreans do not build towers faster like they do normally, I guess. And then also, towers cost 50 wood and 125 stone instead of 25 wood and 125 stone. So, great pick off there from Miguel. He kills Nikov's scout. And Fire is prepared for this. And he sees the next tower going up, and he needs to build a tower to stop this. And probably build it there, yes. And he's done everything right here. He's now gone to stone. Now, on the other side, we have a tower rush, man-at-arms, and a tower rush from Leary. And Reed is going straight archers. So, man, we got 2 aggressive plays from Aftermath. Look at that from Leary. Blocking off that villager to finish him off. So, not only do we need to focus on this, but we need to focus on where the pocket players will go with their scout support. I don't think Nikov wants to try and finish that. Yeah, he needs to reposition this slightly. And it's all about towers on the flanks. All about towers on the flanks. The exception, of course, being Riet, who does have some archers. I think having 2 people go forward is a bit much. Because when you go forward, you don't have a strong economy. So when 66% of your team has very low eco, that can be a problem. And also, they're exposed, too. And Fire has done an excellent job to stop this tower rush from working. And also, of course, Nikov has to spend more to build these towers. And Nikov will lose a village. What? Killer, man! Nikov will not lose a villager. This is funny. Nikov knows that Fire can't come to this side. Whoa! Oh, I thought that palisade wall was built. It wasn't built. I think Nikov thought so as well. Oh, that was weird. Meanwhile, Leary's getting cleaned up here. Miguel and Riet seeing this. I haven't seen a lot from Hart, you know? He hasn't added, or at least if he added scouts, it hasn't been that active. Okay, so yeah. A new tower now from Nikov. So what is he gaining here? Well, he's gaining map control. There is a gold here and a gold here, which Fire will not be able to take. So luckily he has this for now and he has a stone. Now he's building defensive towers all over. Okay, here comes Hart with his scouts. And there's the signal now from Leary. He's saying, hey, this is where he has archers. Show up here and kill them and maybe pick off some villagers. I'm sure he's saying exactly that right now. Yep, archers are gonna die. Archers are going to die, so Leary and Nikov are giving Hart an avenue of attack. Because the flanks for the Brazilian team is so exposed now. Villagers had to leave Leary's golds. Leary is building defensive towers. Okay, he's on stone forward. That makes more sense. Miguel is coming to help out Riet, and he could get a shot or two here. Yeah, this is good. This is good for Miguel. The tower war continues here. Nikov taking more losses. Nikov has 30 vills versus 31 of Fire, and now Fire is building a counter tower, and he has man-at-arms, which are very weak at this point. Running in to just distract a little bit. Man, how weak are these vills? It's crazy. Yep, Hart, he's arriving to free up Leary's gold. Wild game. A wild game. So, I want to look at the pockets for a moment. Miguel is about to click up to the next stage, and he has cartography now at that market, which is important. His scouts are possibly going to pick off some vills from Leary. Oh, did Leary spot that? That's insane, he did. Just a quick glance at Hart, and Hart will also click to castle. So this is so close. So do you give the advantage to Aftermath then? Because Hart can run underneath these towers with knights and destroy everything that the Brazilian flanks have. I think you do. Hart is full walled, or it will be in a moment. All pressure is on the pockets. That's for sure. Riet shows up with his archers, and he kills 2 of Leary's villagers, and Leary cannot finish his tower. He uses his fast Berber villagers and their Usain Bolt speed to get back to this tower, but they're now idle. Is this Age of Empires 2 with T90 official? Yes, it is. Bullmeister. Yes, it is. Yo, Mornis, thank you again, man. I've been meaning to reach out to you to thank you personally via Whisper. I don't... Like, it kind of has been coming out of nowhere, you know? I guess all donations do, but just these random amounts, very high amounts as well, have really caught me by surprise. Thank you, dude. I'll try and keep more of an eye on chat to catch up with you. Fire has gone for a counter trush, which is not a bad strategy. And he denied a gold and a stone of Nikov. But he's going to lose this tower, so he should probably, well, find a place for those villagers to go. Maybe he'll come forward and build more, or maybe he'll just set up shop here. Nice counter trush, I guess. To push his opponent off the stone. Okay, guys. So, the third person that will hit Castle Age is Riet. And Riet is on the right with a lot of archers. Wait, hold on a second. I'm a complete noob. No, that'll be Leary. And Leary's making knights. The cheap knights that Berbers get. Hart is sending his knights forward. Miguel is sending his knights. They have to be in the right area at all times. I think most of the focus will be on the right-hand side due to the fact that Leary and Riet are so close together. Riet needs to keep his army numbers alive. Mass them. And pretty much wait. You can't do this alone, that's for sure. Berber Knights are so cheap. This helps Leary out. He obviously doesn't have the strongest economy. So having cheap Knights helps so much. Riet is working on the team wall. He's almost fully walled to Miguel. Oh, and here we go. Here we go. So Miguel sends units to the left, while Hart is sending everything to the right. Nikov signals, but he has no support, so he could take some losses. At the same time, Leary and Hart arrive at Riet's base, and Miguel's not here. And Miguel made the wrong decision.
I'm really happy for you. I''M.M.A. Let you finish, but Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
Jomanal, thank you, man. Thank you. But the game might end here, but that's how good you have to be in 3v3s. Like Miguel, he chose to go to Nikov. Nikov just held and didn't take damage. And it all comes down to that, and now Riet's getting destroyed. It is just amazing how specific you have to be in a 3v3, how on point you have to be. One misplay, one poor decision, and it can be game over. And for Riet, he's at 30 population now. He's taken some huge losses. It's not game over, but that really hurts. On the other side, Nikov clicks up to the next stage. Fire is about to do so as well. Is there a chance for Brazil to hang in here? I'm surprised Leary didn't go to stone. Maybe he'll do it later to go camel archers, but he has so many knights. I think it's important for Brazil now that Miguel mass military. No more thinking about the next stage. You start thinking about getting map control back. Because Leary and Riet are so close together. If they can gain a foothold here, they gain these extra golds and stones. At the moment, though, it's not a fight they want to take. Lucky it isn't Brazil versus Belgium. Okay, so Hart came to the left-hand side. And Fire has these villagers walled in here. He's building towers all around and repairing. That's not ideal work conditions, if you ask me. But here comes Rhea, and here comes Miguel. Miguel has 14 military. Hart has 16. So the pocket military numbers are close. It's just that Hart has his units out on the left. Chain barding armor now for Leary and for Hart, though. That's big. That is big. So they will both have the defense upgrades. They don't have that ideal composition where you have the ranged and the melee, but if you have the same amount of units, one team has all knights and one team has half knights, half crossbows, the knights will for sure win. So Fire kept these villagers alive. Now I think that he should mix in some knights of his own, right? Yeah, he's a bit late to this decision. I think he should go knights and camels as Persians. What's Nikov up to? Nothing. Oh, a smush! He's going with siege and monk push on the front. Oh boy! This is interesting. They're playing to their civilization's strengths. Tower rush into siege and monk push is not unheard of with Teutons. It's just that we rarely see Teutons, and oh my god, this fight on the other side is huge! Conversions are big. Having a hill is big. I do think, though, that Hart and Leary with pure numbers, they'll win this fight. Miguel's knights, they have to be a buffer for the crossbows of Riet. And I can't call fights like that. I just can't, but they win. They win the fight. That was unreal hold from Miguel. And Riet. Sorry, I'm choking on my tongue. This is so much happening at once. At Fire, he has Persian town centers, so his TCs will stay up longer from the siege. But he can't really make knights versus this, can he? Yeah, that's going to be a big problem. The monks will just convert his knights. Populations are almost identical. We have 2 players on each team at mid-60s, and the other guys are at one's at 102 and one's at 105. How close is this? Military-wise, though, Leary and Hart, they just can't keep up on this right-hand side. At least that's what it seems like for the moment. So if Miguel can keep his numbers pumping, this would be good for them. Leary's taking Vil losses, Leary's losing access to resources. Oh my god, the conversions. There could be 4 conversions for Riet, 5 conversions for Riet if he goes for it. And he's going for it. Leary's scrambling back. Kumar, I did not say unreal holes, I just have a cold, so... Certain words are hard to enunciate. They're pushing back! Brazil is pushing back, this is insane! And with so many monks here, if Riet gets conversions, I think they win the fight. And possibly the game. Look at those conversions. Riet has 5 knights. Which means he got 5 conversions. He now splits away here. Great work from Miguel to pick off the Mangonel. Leary is at 58 population. He's been pushed back. His golds are forward. His stones are forward. And he's losing his buildings now. Now, at the same time, I don't know if Fire can hold against this push. If these two are just having their own little 1v1 here, I don't know if Fire can hold against it. Because with Redemption, Nikov can just convert enemy siege. And, oh wow. Okay, Fire shot his and deleted it. Nice play, but still, it's not looking great there, is it? What a game! 37 military for Miguel. It is 34 for Hart. I honestly thought the game was over when Riet got hit earlier, but now they've killed Leary's villagers and it's almost dead even. The monks were such an important addition to this. Okay, and here we go. Camels and knights from Hart. Leary has a few units mixed in there. It's so hard to tell. Now, last time around, the crossbows had a small hill. They also had a big buffer. Miguel's knights need to be in front at all times. There's not a ton of crossbows though. I think it's mainly about the knights. But it's enough, guys. It's enough. How close is this? Is it enough? Is it not enough? Is anyone really sure? I don't think so. Riot stays in the fight a bit too long there. Miguel had run back. It's just the camel spam from Hart now. The switch to camels is so important. And Miguel, he doesn't have that luxury as Japanese. And meanwhile, over here, a forward castle from Nikov. Fire is in trouble, guys. He is in big, big trouble. He can't receive any help from Miguel. This TC will finally go down. Villagers will go down. Nikov's micro on point there. And I think Hart has done enough now. He has more population than Miguel. He's keeping Leary alive, and he's also ahead in the Imperial Age race. They're also clicking up to Imp. Crazy. Crazy, man. Is anyone else impressed by this game? I don't see how you cannot be impressed by this game. If this game doesn't impress you, then I think this is the wrong game for you. You can go play Minecraft or something. That was nuts. This is just a wasteland. Hundreds of bodies. Hundreds of funerals. A castle now for Hart. Now I just wonder, I don't want to call it too early, you know, again, because I did that before. It seems like Aftermath have this under control now, but I wonder if Miguel had Chinese, if it would have gone differently, because then he could make his own camels. It's unfortunate for him he couldn't make camels. Well, Fire, he's just in survival mode. Remember, he doesn't have 2 of his golds, so not much he can contribute. Heavy Camel and Cavalier will come in first for Hart. But maybe this is the time for Miguel and Riot to push forward a little bit. I don't know, though. If they don't do damage, then Hart could hit Miguel, and nope. Hart's going back. Now, pikes have been mixed in. And also, Riot will click up to the Imperial Age. And I imagine that'll be well before Leary. It will be. So, a forward castle for Riot. He has plenty of crossbow, pikes, and monks. There's a chance. Because he'll get Halberdier. With Halberdier, then these camels can't truly engage. Now, still the big question mark! Oh, what happened here? The big question mark is, will Fire stay alive? But look what he's done. He killed all those Mangonels with only light cav, I assume. He's still kind of screwed, but that's better than I thought it would be. Miguel needs to stop attacking the market. Let him trade, man. No! Oh, that hurts. Yeah, he attacked the market. I guess he forgot about those units. And he took losses that he could not afford to take. He will get Cavalier here in a moment. Riot, of course, has the pikemen and the monks. Let's see. Obviously, Brazil need to hold this. There's no other way. If they lose this, I think it's game over. Leary mixing in camel archers to help. And wow. Hart has 175 military. Miguel is at 140. Riot is now below Leary. What a fight for Hart. And it might be just a matter of time now. I'm not sure. Miguel's switching into Samurai. Yeah, having Japanese in his pocket just hurt them here. Hurt them a little bit. Did I say 175 military? Shut up. I meant population, but it might as well be 175 military. They can't stop him. You could add another 150 here. It'd be just fine. I got hyped. Chad, I got hyped, okay? Sorry. Mistakes were made. I'm just testing you guys to see if you're paying attention, that's all. Well, I guess this is a position for Hart to hit Miguel, and he doesn't know what's coming. He doesn't know Elite Samurai are going towards his base. But Riot is slowly dying. No, I would love to see these samurai catch Hart off guard and completely wreck him, but I don't think that's possible. Maybe if Miguel matches Hart's 175 military, then it's possible. But with only 30, I'm not so sure. See how quickly those things melt? It's insane. So this would mean Hart needs Chukunu, and he has the stone to build more castles. Guess we will see. Fire is in Imp, and he's making pikes. And that's because Nikov is going Cavalier. Hart is still up in Miguel's business. And this is giving Leary time to make camel archers out of 2 castles. Though he doesn't really have the upgrades, or the resources for upgrades either. I so want Brazil to win this. I really do. The game has been near perfect all around so far. But I think the cherry on top would be a Brazil comeback because they are behind. Oh, you know what? I take that back. The cherry on top is the Teutonic Knight. 3 of them. Let's go. That's a counter to pikemen if I've ever seen one. $173 pop for Hart, and Miguel's only at 108, so it seems unlikely that they will be able to push this back with Fire already struggling, and then Miguel lacking the population, and this might be the finishing blow. Hart sending Cavalier over. He sees Fire's eco. He will destroy it, and then he can send another wave over to assist Leary, and yep, there's the GG. GG call. What a game. What a game. I love 3v3s, guys. I love it. This one was especially special. It was unique. Unique New York. The Human Torch applied for a bank loan. You know, the Tower Rush just looks brilliant now from Nikov. Tower Rush into Monk and Siege push. There's not much Persians can do against Monks and Siege, right? So, he probably thought Tower, Smush, minute 3, when we didn't really see that possibility coming until it actually happened, right? Now, that's how you have to play Teutons. I think if you... Teutons and Persians, the big difference is that Teutons are slower than Persians. Persians also get camels, so you can't really justify going knights. You can't justify going archers either because they... I mean, you can do it, but they don't get arbalest later on. So everything leans towards a push like that. But yeah, everyone played well. If the civs were flip-flopped on each side, I think that we could have seen a different result too. Having Chinese pocket versus Japanese pocket was a pretty big difference. But that's what happens when you play random civs. There's a reason in tournaments players get more of a choice. There's the KD for you. Hart played extremely well from pocket. And then the eco difference, yep, Hart also booming up more than Miguel was able to. I think because there's not a lot in the difference there, the reason the Hart has more in all 3 of those resources is because he killed a lot of Miguel's vills. Yeah, I think that's all that can be said beyond, hey, YouTube, if you want to check this out in the future, click the Twitch link below in the video description and take a look at the schedule. Strong play, and they're going to play again.